Everyone doing? Hope you're all right. It's Cody there. I'm back again. Just been on Twitter now, and I keep seeing stories and people talking about prison food. Right now, as a former prisoner, who's like I've served in two prisons here in Manchester, one in Salford, Forest Bank, and the main Cat A in the northwest, Strangeways. And the food. Fucking hell, where do we start? Where do we start? Right, prisoners now, again, on average, the prisons are spending about £2 a day, about £1.81, I think, on average, per prisoner per day for three meals, guys. Right now, that's a joke, right? You've got so the thing is with when I went to Strangeways, fucking hell, right? I remember reading a book in Strangeways, right, going back to the Scuttlers of Manchester, the gangs, the original gangs in Manchester, right? The Scuttlers back in the like Victorian times and stuff, right? And it showed food what they used to eat, like meager portions, meager rations, right? Fucking hell, not much has changed, to be honest. Like I'm a 6'4", right, 19 stone, 20 stone guy. Went into prison and like. I was on the HMP diet, and put it like this, guys, right? I lost like 2 stone in my first like 6 weeks in there. My body was creased, man. Seriously, like it caused me serious problems. I was having stomach cramps, stomach pain, and the thing is, the guy I was sharing a cell with, right, a kid called Connell, right? He was probably about 9 stone, 10 stone, right? And he wasn't full. So you can imagine a guy that's a lot bigger in build, myself, right, trying to eat them meager portions, right? Right, what happens, right? You don't, right, let me explain to those that don't know, right? You're in Strangeways, right? 23-hour lockdown standard, right? Sometimes because of the prison officer shortages, you can spend up to 40 hours in your cell, right? So you first opened up, right? Is dinner time. I think it was between like 12:30 and 1 o'clock, right? You go down with your plate, your plastic plate, your plastic bowl. You go down, you get the slop, right? You go down, you get your food, you take it back to your cell now. Like the portions are tiny. Right, the standard of the food is, as you can imagine, shockingly poor. Now, there's going to be do-gooders on here that go, "Oh, you fucking prison scum, don't deserve proper food." Well, we do, mate, because we're still people at the end of the day. There's people in immigration centres, right, and mental health units and asylum seekers that get fed better than prisoners right now, and that's just a fact, right? Now, everything in prison seems to come with fucking potatoes, whether it be chips, fucking, like, not really chips, to be honest. I didn't really get that many chips. It was mainly fucking, like, roast potatoes that you could put the cell windows through with, the boiled potatoes, which you could still put the windows through with, chips that you could put the windows through with, or mashed potato that you could chip a tooth with and then put the windows through with. It really is, like, looking back, I can laugh about it now, but I feel sorry for all the lads that are still currently, lads and girls as well, like you've got like female prisoners as well, and I feel sorry for these people because you're being starved. Right, prison, it's like a concentration camp really, right? You've got people going hungry, right? If you've not got family on the outside or friends that are sending you money in to buy things on the canteen, you're on the HMP diet and weight falls off you. It really, really does. I mean, and then on top of that, you've got a lot of the lads, if you're in a working jail, are working like full weeks for like £7 a week, £15 a week. I'm fucking, what are we working for, Sports Direct or something? It's a fucking joke. And then you come off like, and then you go back, and then you're opened up for when you go for your dinner. Sorry, let me start again. When you go for your dinner, right, you're given a child-sized bag, and it is a child-sized bag of cereal, right, which is for the next day, right? You get a little carton of milk, which is literally probably ye big, right? And then you get a little child-sized portion of cereal, like in a little bag, right? And you have to, and honest to God, it wouldn't fill a kid, right? A kid would be like, "Mum, why are you starving me for?" Right? And that cereal is for the next morning, right? So then this is while you're getting your dinner, and then you take your dinner. It could be fucking like a chicken tikka. My favorite like meal, so to speak, in strange ways, was the chicken tikka baguette, right, with a packet, of cheese and onion Seabrook crisps, and a orange, right? And you take it back to your cell, and it's gone within minutes because you're that fucking hungry, right? Then as soon as you've had your dinner, the cereal that's meant for the next day, you've whipped that. Most prisoners will relate to this if you've been in Strange Ways or any other prison. You'll rip that bag of cereal open, you'll eat it with the milk, right? And then your stomach starts crunching. After an hour or two, your stomach starts crunching again. Then you get your evening meal. Like you get fucking, it's just like slop, tiny portions. Like example, right? You get like on the choices, you can have a burger, right? Now it used to be hamburger or cheeseburger, right? No, it used to be like a hamburger. Now it's simply burger, because the lads in prison are eating fucking horse burgers or dog burgers or rat burgers or whatever the fuck it is. The quality, the gristle that's within it. You turn to Oliver Twist. It's like, please sir, can I have some more? Even though it's like gruel and you don't want to fucking eat it, you're that hungry that you'll eat everything in sight. Now, with your evening meal and your dinner meal, like there's bread, right? And it's fucking cheap. It's like when it's fresh, it's like eating cardboard, right? But what they do, they get it out an hour or two before. It's left out, right? The bags are open, right? So the oxygen gets to it. It hardens them, so it's fucking crisp and horrible. It's like eating fucking stale bread. And you take it back to your cell with these little knobs of butter and stuff. And people hide bread and butter in the cell and stuff and things like that because people are that fucking hungry. And then you get your evening meal, and then you go back to your cell. As soon as you get your meal, you don't sit in a hall. As soon as you've had your food, as soon as you get your food, you take it back to your cell, and that's it. You lock behind your doors till the next morning. But then you've already eaten your cereal, so you're going from 5:30 at night till 12:30, 1 o'clock the next day without food. That's like, what, 16, 17 hours or something without food? Now, that's disgusting. And there's lads in prison that have collapsed. There's lads that are in prison that are suffering with malnutrition. You've got lads in prison that have got diabetes that need to eat little and often. And it's really, really a big problem within prisons and stuff. And like I say, prisoners should should be able to eat like decent quality, decent standard, decent sized portions of food. But again, with the government cutbacks, their purse strings are getting tighter and tighter, and so are the lads' stomachs. And it's fucking wrong. It really is wrong. I mean, the size of the portions, the quality of the food. Like I say, we're not expecting 5-star Michelin star sort of grub, but what you eat is it is disgusting. I mean, these supermarkets that throw out all this food and stuff, I'd like to see them like giving and donating the food to the prison so the lads can eat properly, for fuck's sake. I mean, we're not in Nazi Germany. You see lads that fucking are starving and the weight's dripping off. I mean, if you're skinny and you go to prison, you're going to end up skinnier. You end up like a sack of bones. And it's disgusting, to be honest. I mean, it boggles the brain. A lot of the lads that are in prison and a lot of women in prison, right? They need to, what they should do is they should lower the bar and say anything under this offence can have community service and community orders and like probation and all that sort of stuff, right? And the other people above a certain crime should go to prison. So what you do then, you'd be able to, you free space in the prison, so you'd open the space up so that you wouldn't need as many prison officers, so they'd save money that way. Not that there's any prison officers now, to be honest, because they're not working at full operational capacity because they won't pay for it. Less prisoners equals less drain on society. Like, it doesn't cost them anything. It wouldn't cost them to keep them and stuff. If you're doing community service, you're putting back into the environment and back into society. and the food standards should go up as well because you're saving money across the board. But when you're hungry, you kick off. You're not sleeping properly, you're fucking starving, you're being driven to work, and if you don't work, they take your fucking bang up pay off your massive 50p a day, right? You become angry and stuff like that, and then you go into work in the prisons, fucking slave labour camps, concentration camps. You go to work for £7 a week, £15 a week, right? You go back for your food. You're starving. You've been active all day, right? And you eat these fucking meager portions and stuff. And people like literally will eat anything. And I've seen it. People, it's called bin diving, where if you put something in the bin where you couldn't eat it, or you didn't want to eat it, or it was fucking disgusting, and you bin it, people are going back into the bins to get the food. That it's called bin diving. And it's a real problem, and it's disgusting as well. I mean, we live in a developed country, right? And we give all this money of fucking foreign aid and all this money to foreign charities. Oh, the government, whatever you donate, we'll match. And then the people donate 15 million, and the government donate 15 million of taxpayers' money. Prisoners are paid tax, right? Yes, we might be in a bad place now, and we've committed crime and everything, but we're British people, and British money should go into the British system, whether it be from repairing potholes to feeding prisoners proper fucking food. Because the Ministry of Justice make a rod for their own back, because when you're hungry and you've been driven to slave labour, right, you get fucked off and you kick off, and then there's no prison officers to let you out, then you're getting short on visits, then you can't ring your fucking families. So it has a very big domino effect, and no wonder the lads are angry and kicking off and collapsing of malnutrition and fucking starvation and stuff like that, and like having fucking health problems, and the diabetes are playing up and stuff because they're not getting the food. The water out of the taps is fucking disgusting. I think it's just pumped straight from the fucking from the roof, from the gutters. I really do. It's fucking hanging. When I used to drink the water, it used to give me the shits, diarrhea, or whatever you want to call it. I know, sorry to be crude, but it's how it is. And less than £2 a day. I mean, what can you get for £2 a day? I don't even think you could get. You can't even. Do you know what? Do you know what the equivalent is, right? You can't even buy your child, right? Well, you can. You can buy your child a Big Mac for £1.99 at McDonald's, and a little bag of chips, and a little cheeseburger, and a fucking toy, and a little drink, right? Now, and you can imagine what the quality of McDonald's food is, right? And that's to last 3 meals a day for the lads. 3 meals. No cooked breakfast, no fuck all. A little tiny bag of cereal, a little fucking carton of warm milk, a burger with a fucking bun that's rock hard, that's not, chips that'll chip your fucking tooth. The Sunday dinners, fuck me, you get a piece or 2 pieces of stringy beef, which I think it's someone's fucking G-string or something, with some rock hard potatoes. You're not getting the vegetables. You don't get your 5 a day in prison. You don't get your vegetables and your fruit that you should at all. You definitely don't get, like, I think men are supposed to have 2,500 calories a day. Men are definitely not getting that in prison. You've got some big boys in prison as well, some very big lads. I'm 6'4", 19 stone, 20 stone, right? You've got big lads in prison, and they go on top of that. You go to the gym and stuff, right? You need food to if you're training, you're trying to get yourself in shape and stuff. You need to supplement that and food and stuff. And if it wasn't for the canteen, like ordering things in the canteen, which are overpriced, by the way. You're overpriced. To feed yourself and to survive in prison, like to eat properly, you've got to get your family to send money in, right, for food, right, for food. The prison should be feeding you proper food, but you have to buy things off the canteen, and it's overpriced as well. The lads will get like the lads will order tuna, right, and then they get a nail clipper, you know, like the pieces of metal that you have to click together and you, like, cut your nails. They use that to open the tins of tuna and scran stuff like that, and order crisps and biscuits, as much carby stuff, like carbohydrates, as you can, because it fucking fills you up and stuff. And it's beyond a joke, to be honest. I mean, something really seriously needs to be done about it. If you've never been in prison, you don't want to be. The quality of the food is shocking. You'll starve. I mean, the HMP diet is like, fuck all these other fucking Atkins diet and all this bullshit and all this nonsense. Right, get on the fucking HMP diet. Guaranteed to lose weight. Guaranteed. You turn into fucking Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more? and you don't get no more. Everyone gets the same portion. But if you've got a mate on a server there that likes you, he'll try and give you more. He'll get away while the screw's not watching. He'll try and give you more food. But then it causes problems, because the food that comes over from what it is, for those that don't know, you've got all your wings, right? So on your wings, the food's cooked in one central place, right? And then it's distributed throughout the wings, right? You only get what comes over. If you run out of what comes over, you're out of food. And what happens to order your food, there's like, not in every prison, some do it via pen and paper still, that's how old they are. We had in strange ways, you had like a job centre link, it's called a uni link, and you type in your CMS number, like a number they give you, you put your fingerprint on it, and then you can order your food. And like I say, it's not good reading, to be honest. When you read it, it sounds better than it fucking does when you see it in the flesh anyway. But you eat it, like the burgers are definitely made of like horse meat or something, because you went from ham burgers or beef burgers to fucking eating fucking burgers. Now what does that tell you about the quality of the meat and stuff? Fucking eating fucking last year's fucking Grand National winner or something like that. It's a disgrace and it's a joke, and the lads are up in arms about it, and it's only coming to fruition now. It's only coming to attention of the public now. We need to make action on this, and the lads need to strike. The lads need to go on hunger strike or something to highlight the problems and stuff, because they need better treatment, better conditions, and better food. It's food, it's a basic necessity, but when you're in prison, any necessity you gets taken away. It really does wind me up, guys. But anyway, I'll leave it at this. Thanks for your time. Take care, guys. Bye.